This video is brought to you by MinecraftServer.net, the #1 Minecraft voting website used by thousands of server administrators and players every day. With over 30,000 unique players logging on each month, advertising with them is a must. Sign up today using the link in the description, and don't forget to check out the Discord server for all the latest and greatest tips, tricks, and helpful hints to running your server.
Hello there guys, welcome back. Today's plugin we are going to look at is called PermissionsEx. This is made by ZML 2008. Unfortunately, this project is no longer developed. However, it's still one of the best, if not the best, permissions plugins out there. It's super simple to use, super easy to use, and so we'll just go ahead and get on into the installation process. So first we're going to download the latest file, which is 1.23.4, and we'll go over into our downloads folder, and we'll also navigate into our server. This is our server, by the way. We'll navigate into our plugins folder, and we'll click and drag, and there we go. Awesome. So we can now close the downloads folder because we no longer need that, and we'll go ahead and run our start command. And our start command will go ahead and take a second, and we'll be right back as soon as it loads. Alright, welcome back. And so now that it has loaded up, we will go ahead and bring our Minecraft over onto this screen. We will go to multiplayer, and we will go to local server. And as you can see, you can type in /pl, and you can see plugins PermissionsEx is in green, which means it is working, which is absolutely wonderful. So we will go ahead and open our plugins folder in Sublime Text. As you can see, PermissionsEx has a couple of different files, 2 of them to be precise. You have a config.yml. Now, we can go through this and change different things and all that stuff, but we really honestly don't need to. You don't really have to touch this file unless you absolutely know what you're doing. The permissions file, however, we are going to deal with a little bit. So, the first thing that we want to do is obviously set a default permissions group. So instead of calling this default, we will just call this member, and default is going to be true. And we also want to give it a prefix, right? So a prefix means it will be in front of the username whenever you type. So the prefix that we want to have is member, and leave a space because obviously we want a space there between the prefix and the actual username, and we will go ahead and click save. Now you're probably wondering, is this going to work right out of the box? Well, yes and no. So if you want a prefix, you're going to have to install a few different things. You're going to have to install some type of chat handler plugin, and we'll use Essentials for that. So we'll type in Minecraft Essentials, and we will use EssentialsX as that is the most updated version. It is a fork of Essentials. So we'll go ahead and download the zip file now, and we'll open our downloads folder. Awesome. So that is now downloaded, and we will go ahead and unpackage that. Now we have the EssentialsX suite, and the only thing that we need are the base, the core, and the EssentialsX Chat. So we'll go ahead and drag those 2 plugins into our plugins folder. Now, as previously stated with my last video, the way to restart your server is to do the stop command. Do not use the /reload command. Please use the stop command, and then go ahead and restart your server by double-clicking the start.command script that we created in a few videos ago. So let's go ahead and wait until this loads up. And now that it's loaded up, we can go ahead and go back into our Sublime Text, and we can go to Essentials, and we'll go to Config. Scroll down a little bit. It's a very long configuration file. You can do a lot of stuff with Essentials, but what we are basically looking for is Essentials Chat, this section right here. So instead of having these stupid characters, these less than or equal than signs added to there, we don't really want that. We just want a colon, and then we want the message, and we also want the display name. Now the display name will include the prefix. If you want just the username, you'll just type in username here. All right, but you do want the display name, and we'll go ahead and save this config, and we will also download one other plugin. Now, these two plugins, Essentials and PermissionsEx, do not talk to each other very well. So basically we have to install an intermediary plugin in order for these two plugins to talk to each other. And that plugin is called Vault. Vault is absolutely wonderful and awesome. I love it. We will go ahead and click on download the latest file, and we will keep that. And now we will go back into our downloads folder and go into our plugins, and we will go ahead and click and drag Vault over into there as well. Again, we'll stop the server and restart it. Awesome, and now that it has restarted and everything is loaded correctly, we can go into our Minecraft and go back to the local server. So now if we type in test, if it will go, there it goes. Alright, a little laggy at the very beginning, but that's okay. As you can see, the prefix has been added into there, and we have the chat color, or we have the username in red. Now, the reason that the username is in red is because we are opt. So if we de-op ourselves, and then we type in test again, you can see that that color turns from red back to white. So let's go ahead and op ourselves one more time. And you're probably wondering, well, I don't want this to look all white. How do I change it? Well, there's an absolutely wonderful website called Minecraft Colors, Minecraft Tools, or Minecraft.tools. And they have all the chat color codes here for you. So if you want to stick to the normal colors, that's cool. But if not, you want to say make your members this gold, right? So we'll go back into our Sublime text. We're done with this config.yml. We'll go back to permissions. So we will use the ampersand sign, which is shift 7, and we'll type in 7. And then we will do ampersand 6, which is the gold, and ampersand 7 again. And then we will do ampersand, no, we won't do any ampersands there. We'll just go ahead and keep that, or no, yes we will. We'll do ampersand F. That way anything after the prefix is automatically going to be white. This 7 is like a little bit of a light gray, and again this 6 is the gold, so we will save that. And as you guys may have guessed, what are we going to do? Stop and restart our server. Awesome, and now that it's restarted, we'll go back into the server. And as you can already see by the welcome message, it's already changed, but just to show you, we now have, there is a cow on top of the tree. Alrighty then. Anyways, as you can see, the member has changed colors, and everything else is white. So that's exactly what we want. And we will be using permissions very shortly, so you will understand a little bit more about the permissions a little bit later on in the video. So, or in the series, sorry. So that's all I got for you today. As you can probably guess, I'm going to ask you to like the video if it was helpful to you. It definitely helps me out as a content creator, helps the video out. And also hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. That way you're part of our notification squad. And one last thing, if you have any comments or any questions, go ahead and comment that down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.